Hello friends, in this session I am going to examine the geographical factors which are responsible for diverse and complex nature security threats in the northeastern part of India. I will be telling you that how geography of this region can be held responsible for a very diverse and very complex nature security threats or challenges which we are seeing in the northeastern part of India. Friends, I have already told you that interplay of historical, geographical, political, geopolitical, cultural, ethnic, socio-economic factors have given birth to very diverse, acute and highly complex nature internal security threats in the Northeast. But in this session, my focus will be to explain that how the geography of Northeast is responsible for diverse nature security threats and challenges. So first thing, I would just like you all to remember that geographic remoteness of Northeast with rest of India is a reality. We will have to accept this. We cannot ignore this. And to explain this, I would just like you all to understand this part of India. Can you see this part of India? This, I am just highlighting it. Okay. So this part of India, this part of India is known as Siliguri corridor. Siliguri corridor. Sometimes it is referred as Chicken's Neck corridor. Sometimes it is referred as Chicken's Neck corridor. It is in which state of India? West Bengal, near Siliguri in northern part. And what you will find that a narrow stretch of land, which is only 22 kilometers wide for almost 60 kilometers. So it is 60 kilometers long, 60 kilometers. And this narrow stretch of land ensures territorial connectivity of Northeast with rest of India. Okay. And this land has been termed as Chicken's Neck corridor or Siliguri corridor. This is of highly strategic importance for India. Okay. Let me just tell you, this is of high strategic importance for India, this Chicken Neck corridor. Very high is the strategic importance. Any disturbance in Chicken Neck corridor or Siliguri corridor, immediate impact will be of this on the Northeast, because this is the part which ensures the territorial connectivity of Northeast with rest of India. Okay. So geographical remoteness of Northeast is a reality, and this reality is clubbed with the fact, you just see, right? This reality is clubbed with the fact that all northeastern states, right? All these northeastern states are sharing international boundary with neighboring countries. You just see Sikkim, shares boundary with 3 countries, Nepal, China, Bhutan. Arunachal Pradesh shares boundary with 3 countries, Bhutan, China, Myanmar. Nagaland shares boundary with Myanmar. Manipur shares long distance boundary with Myanmar. Mizoram shares boundary, you can see, with Myanmar as well as Bangladesh. Tripura shares long boundary with Bangladesh. Meghalaya shares boundary with Bangladesh. Or Assam shares boundary with Bhutan and Bangladesh. Okay, so all northeastern states shares long, boundary. All northeastern states, all northeastern states, all northeastern states, all northeastern states have international borders. All northeastern states are sharing international borders, and I have already briefed you that these northeastern states are sharing 5,484 kilometers long international border with neighboring countries. Okay, so with Bangladesh, northeastern states of India are sharing 1,880 kilometers of international boundary. With Myanmar, we are sharing 1,643 kilometers long international, we meaning northeastern states are sharing 1,643 kilometers long boundary. Okay, with China, our northeastern states are sharing 1,346 kilometers distance international boundary. With Bhutan, our northeastern states are sharing 516 kilometers of international boundary, and with Nepal, northeastern part of India shares 99 kilometers long international boundary. So geographic remoteness of northeast with rest of India is a reality, and this reality is to be clubbed with the fact that all northeastern states have international boundary borders which we are sharing with neighboring countries. Almost 5,484 kilometers distance international boundary northeastern part of India is sharing with countries like China, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan. And if you see the geographical reality of the boundaries, now you see our boundary with China passes through Himalayan region. Our boundary with Myanmar passes through Purvanchal hill complex. Many rivers are crossing the international border, you just see. And the same river is crossing the international border many times. You see this river, right? First it enters Bangladesh, again it enters India, again it enters Bangladesh, again it enters India, constitutes the border, again it enters Bangladesh, India. So many rivers are crossing Indo-Bangladesh border, riverine border. So our international boundary with neighboring countries are open and porous at many places, because these boundaries are passing through tough geographical terrain. So these international borders are open and porous. They are passing through very tough geographical terrain. As far as Indo-Bangladesh border is concerned, you will find human settlement on both sides of the border up till borders. So high mountain peaks, deep valleys, dense forest, rivers crossing the border, human settlement and in some parts up till borders. And this is what is making the task of border management difficult. And at many places, the international border is open and porous. And the border situation is being exploited by insurgent outfits, by those which are involved in ethnic violence, outfits which are involved in ethnic violence. After carrying out attacks on security forces on this side of the border, they are able to sneak easily into Myanmar, Bangladesh, Bhutan, getting benefited with geographical reality of the borders. So I just want you all to remember that geographic remoteness of Northeast with rest of India is a reality, and this reality is to be clubbed with the fact that all northeastern states are sharing international border with neighboring countries, and these borders are passing through tough geographical terrain, and at some places rivers are crossing the border, riverine border. In some places human settlement up till borders on both sides is making the task of border management very difficult. Now, not only this, I would also like you all to remember that if you see the physical map of Northeast, right? Physical map of Northeast, then you can understand. This is the physical map of Northeast, and in this map, anything which is shown in light brown, dark brown is mountainous or hilly terrain, and what is shown in green is plain area. So most part of the Northeast is hilly, mountainous. And if I show you, right, if I show you the forest map, then you can see very well on your own that, you just see, you can see on your own that entire Northeast has dense forest cover. Okay, so hills and mountain, so I would just like you all to remember most part of Northeast, exception of Assam and Tripura, most part of Northeast is having hilly and mountainous terrain, and this is to be clubbed with the fact that dense forest cover is there. Dense forest cover is there. Now this hilly mountainous terrain with dense forest cover is a challenge for administration, challenge for development, challenge for police forces and security forces, but same is proving advantageous for those outfits which are involved in underground movements. So local people are very much familiar with the local terrain. They have no problem as far as moving in forested area, in the hilly parts. But the security forces, if has to do the patrolling, area domination, if they have to dominate the area, for that if they have to do the patrolling, it's very challenging. And the development which we want to do in the region, whether it is road construction or electricity or industry, it is a challenge. So what is challenge for development and administration, same is proving advantageous for those organizations which are involved in underground movements. So in most part of the Northeast has hilly terrain, most part of the Northeast has dense forest cover, and the hilly and the forest, hills and the forest is causing challenge for development and administration, but same is proving advantageous for such outfits which have local people with full familiarity with the local terrain and are involved and engaged in underground activities. Not only this, you need to understand, in the northeast, in the northeastern part of India, we have many small states, So in the entire northeastern region, too much dense is interstate borders, and within the federal polity of India, maintenance of law and order is a state subject. So I would just like you all to understand this. You just see, this is the northeastern part of India, political map I am showing you. Okay, now what is happening, you just see, if somebody is in this part of Nagaland, okay, we can say south west of Kohima. Now what will happen if they will do something? They have the option to immediately cross the border and enter into Assam. They have the option to immediately cross the border and enter into, Manipur. Okay, and they will, very near is the international borders as well. Okay, so this is what they are at the tri-junction, they are at the junction, they will station always themselves near the interstate border, and the moment they will learn that security forces are carrying out combing operation, search operation, immediately they will cross interstate border. The moment they cross the interstate border, they are away from the radar of that particular state police, and sometimes they crosses the international border also. So I would just like you all to remember this, that in the northeastern part of India, we have small states and very dense is the interstate borders. And within the federal polity of India, law and order is a state subject. Even when security forces have to enter any other state, they have to seek permission, they have to coordinate with that particular state before carrying out any operations. So this is also, this is also one of the geographical factor which is causing challenges as far as security forces, police forces carrying out operations against insurgent outfits. And sometimes they will cross the international border as well, sneak into some other country. So the diverse and the complex nature internal security threats which we are finding in the northeast, there are many factors responsible for it, but geographical factors are very much responsible. And in this session, I have attempted making you all understand that how geography of this region is responsible for diverse and complex nature security threats which we see in the northeastern part of India.